Welcome to the Easy Computer Fixes channel, and this is to answer a question I get from time to time. Should I get a Windows PC, a Linux machine, or a Mac? And why are there so many people, going crazy over one over the other? So here's the thing. Whatever you have is fine. Let's just start with the basics. If you are on Linux and you are happy, it's all that counts. You have a Mac, you like it, it's all that counts. You have Windows, you like it, all that counts. But there's obviously a lot of people that hate other platforms when they're on a certain platform. And there's a lot of myths also about one being better than the other. Honestly, none is better than another one here. It's an operating system. It runs your computer, and it lets you do things. Go on the internet, check your email, play games. But they are not obviously exactly all the same, and some people prefer one over the other for certain things. The first thing is, of course, obviously a lot of people will say, oh, well, Linux is so secure, or Mac OS is so secure, or Windows is full of viruses. That is a big myth, because honestly, a up-to-date Windows will not be easy to actually infect if you're careful with what you do. And every operating system here, if you have a Mac or you're on Linux, if you're not careful, you will be bitten by malware and by viruses. There are some Linux viruses out there by the thousands. Mac viruses are on the rise, actually. There's a lot more viruses and malware for Mac now than a couple of years ago. And Windows, of course, is the king of the number of malware available for a simple reason. It is also the dominant operating system. But it all comes down to what you do on your computer, more than anything else, honestly. So, that we got to be careful. What makes people choose one over the other? It could be what you have. People that have an iPhone, an iPad will tend to have a Mac computer for several reasons, because they communicate together quite easily. And there's this, I would say, this way of thinking that, Mac computers are usually better and well designed. And so some people will fall to that. My honest opinion is they're way too expensive for what they are. But, like I just said, if you like your Mac, that's all. So many people that I've talked to, the only reason they like the Mac is because they say, oh, the computer's beautiful. Yeah, well, if you dish out $2,000 for a Windows laptop, you'll see that they have really beautiful laptops also. It's because people compare $2,000 Macs versus $500 Windows PCs. Of course, the design isn't the same for the price. Why would some use Linux? Well, I would say the biggest thing of Linux and the Linux community is not depending on anybody, any of these major corporations like Microsoft and Apple. So they're gonna stay rather, they're going to stay in Linux because they don't want to deal with these big companies that for a lot of the Linux community are evil and just want your cash and don't care about the rest. It's a different mentality, honestly, for Linux users in general. And of course, Windows, you'll use Windows because it has the biggest library of software of all the operating systems. It also has the biggest library or the biggest choice of hardware than any other operating system. And basically, Windows is dominant because of that in part. And because, of course, that enterprise are mostly Windows PCs that they are using. But whatever choice you have and whatever you do, it's fine. And I'm not one of those that will tell you to choose one over the other. It's not me to tell you that. because it's you that can answer that. And that's it. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.